So, dear students, friction is one of the most important topic for JEE and NEET students. So, I am explaining one of the questions related to the friction. Yes. See, the question is find the acceleration A1, A2, A3 of three blocks shown in the figure if a horizontal force of 10 Newton is applied on a 2 kilogram block, 3 kilogram block, 7 kilogram block, and take G as a 10 meter per second. Question is if a 10 Newton force is first applied on the 2 kilogram block means on this block, then what would be the acceleration of all the three? ये बोल रहा है ना find the A1, A2, A3 if the forces are applied on 2 kilogram block, then फिर 3 kilogram block and then फिर 7 kilogram block. Getting my point?
हाँ
कहने का मतलब है कि forces first applied on the 2 kilogram block, then what would be the acceleration of all the three blocks? ठीक है,
हाँ
चलो देखो समझो इसको. So you are applying 10 Newton force on this block
हाँ
friction. Okay. So acceleration will friction will be in this direction
हाँ
between the block 1 and 2.
हाँ
From the formula that will be F equal to what? Mu
म्यू एन
mg.
हाँ
So that will be what? 0.2 into 2 into 10. So 4g, 4 Newton. So this will be what? 4 Newton.
हाँ
Okay. And then what? See, so 10 Newton is acting in the forward direction, 4 Newton is acting in the backward direction. So the resultant will be what? Uh, 10 minus 4 upon m equal to A1. A1 means acceleration of the 2 kilogram block. So that
हाँ
what A1 will be what? 10 minus 4 6 upon 2. That will be 3 meter per second. चलो ठीक है. For the first case, when the force is still applying on 10 Newton, then what would be the acceleration of 3 kilogram block and 7 kilogram block? It's not like that the only 2 kilogram block will move forward and the remaining blocks will remain in the rest. Because the bottom of the bottom block or the friction between the bottom and the surface is 0.
ठीक है
So there is a possibility that the whole system can slide as well. But let's check. See, so the friction between 2 kilogram and 3 kilogram is how much? 4 Newton. Now, what would be the friction between 3 kilogram and 7 kilogram? See, friction will be mu, this block and this block के बीच में mu है 0.3 into m plus m, 3 plus 2, 5 into g. इसका मतलब that would be 15 Newton and also
हाँ
it is acting in the backward direction. So see, 4 Newton of force is acting at the upper end of the block in the backward direction and 15 Newton of force is acting at the bottom of the 3 kilogram block in the backward direction. So total backward force is how much? 19 Newton.
हाँ
But for forward force is how much? 10 Newton. So will the lower blocks will move? Never. Because friction is greater than the applied force.
हाँ
See, backward force is 19 Newton and applied force is 10 Newton. So ultimately block will not move. So basically your 15 Newton will act at this point as a glue.
हाँ
So see, things will be what? When 10 Newton is applied, 4 Newton of force is acting in the backward direction. Actually, this frictional force will drag the whole system. Reason being this top is this surface is basically what? Frictionless. See at the screen.
हाँ
See, this surface is basically what? A frictionless. So the drag force will act as a applied force for 3 and 7. So acceleration will be what? 4 upon 10, that will be 0. How much? 2. No, 0.4 for A2 equal to, get a point. So ultimately, since this surface is frictionless, so 4 Newton friction force, the force between 2 and 3 will act as a drag force for 3, 7. So ultimately क्या होगा? ये 4 न्यूटन का फोर्स इन दोनों ब्लॉक्स को लेकर के आगे भागेगा.
ठीक है
अल्टीमेटली ऐसे है ना कि ऐसे अगर आपका ये रखा हुआ तो ऊपर कितना फोर्स लग रहा है ये मैटर नहीं करेगा. मैटर ये करेगा कि बीच में कितना ड्रैग कर रहा है. ओके, so this is the
हाँ
first answer. First, when the block, when 10 Newton force is applied on a 2 kilogram block. Now, for section B, a 10 Newton force is applied on this one. Same thing is going here. What? 4
हाँ
Newton in the backward, 15 Newton in the backward. So total 19 Newton is acting in the backward direction. यहाँ screen पर focus. 19 Newton is acting in the backward direction. 10 Newton is acting in the forward direction. So this system is basically what? This surface is frictionless. So whole system is again moved by this one, 10 Newton. So acceleration will be 10 upon 12. 10 G upon 12. So is equal to 5G upon 6. So A1, A2 and A3. All three will be what? 5G upon 6.
ठीक है
Okay.